What is up, everybody? It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody here, hanging out in the chat already. We can't wait to get started. Welcome to the giveaway show. We're excited about everybody that's here, and we're also excited because we got a cool show tonight. We're going to get to talk about some fun subjects tonight. Here's just a quick preview of what we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be talking on episode 51 of the giveaway show. We're going to be talking about the recasting of the DC film universe. Man, there is so much going on, rumors and news flying back and forth. We don't know what's what, but we're going to talk a little bit about it and kind of try to talk through what we've seen and heard, because I'm completely excited about the future of the DC film universe and having a cohesive crossover universe moving forward. We're going to be talking about that, giving our opinions on it and seeing where we stand. We're also going to be talking about and catching up with the Transformers franchise. A trailer dropped a few weeks ago, and we haven't talked about it yet. So we're going to talk about Beast Wars. We're also going to talk about Generation 1, because Paul is a huge fan of Generation 1, and we just want to be able to talk about that. Then we're also going to, after our giveaway for tonight, our giveaways, I should say, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways tonight, 2 different things, and we'll show those in just a moment. But then after that, we're going to be doing our 80s properties kind of wish list. What are some 80s properties that we'd like to see get adapted? Ones that have still not, strangely enough, been touched to this point. We'll talk about that more as we get started for the night. But hey, like I said, this is Carl's Collects Comics, and welcome to the channel. We're glad that you're here. We're excited that you joined us. And just a couple of quick notes to let you know, we've got 3 different shows that go on here. On Monday nights, we have Monday Hauls Live. That's the time when we unbox and show off our hauls from the past week to week and a half with the new comic book pickups. Then you are currently watching the giveaway show. That's Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Central. And this is when we talk about the current news in the comic book community, give our opinions, thoughts, emotions, all that good stuff. And what our kind of, what we kind of our forecast for where we see things going. And then also, in addition, we give stuff away. It's not just comic books. Sometimes it's product, sometimes it's storage stuff, or sometimes it's handy tools that should be in every collector's long box. And we're going to give one of those away tonight as well. Also, on Friday nights we have, weekends. It's not always on Friday nights, but it's getting it to the weekends. We do different features. Sometimes it's something like this most recent one, the top 12 DC Comics characters that you should be watching right now. We've got an upcoming one that's going to be fun, the top 10 Punisher comics that you should check out now. Didn't go live this past weekend, but it will go live this week. I'm looking forward to being able to put that out there because I had a lot of fun researching that one and looking at some of these Punisher comics. But like I said, this is Carl's Collects Comics. Make sure and hit that like button if you haven't already, because we are getting started. Also, make sure and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. But we are excited to be able to be hanging out with you. And hey, I'm Carl's Collects Comics, and I'm excited that you're here. We're going to be getting started in just a second. Let's go through the chat and see who's here hanging out with us. El Green Machine, Merry Christmas to you as well. Glad that you're here with us. You are the first like, sir. Hector, good to see you. Let's see, there I am in the chat popping up. Tricky Trapster, what's up? Good to see you as well. Glad that you're here. For Pete Sake, hey, it's good to see you. And then the future Batmaning my butt to the greatest show on Wednesday night. Stay tuned. He should be joining us shortly, folks. But before we get to him, let's say hi to our other 2 panelists that are going to be on tonight. Mr. Collector, come on out and say hi to everybody.
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? First, I just want to say, I want everyone to have a great Christmas. I know this is the last show until, I believe, next week. So first, I just want to make sure everyone has a great Christmas. Spend time with your family. And yeah, we're going to have a wonderful show tonight. Got a lot of great things to talk about, and some great stuff being given away tonight. So make sure to smash that like button. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's see if Paul's lurking around in the back. Paul, you there? No, okay, he went into hiding, folks. He went into hiding. All right. Well, hey, let's show off these giveaways that we got tonight for you. So it is our Christmas. This is our Christmas episode. It's going to be the last, as Mr. Collector pointed out. This is going to be our last episode for 2 weeks, not just one, but two. We're taking 2 weeks off. Gives us a chance to refresh, rest, reflect, and get a whole bunch of new content locked and loaded and ready. So because it's Christmas, I'm going to be giving away a copy of a new classic. This is a Bad Idea one-shot called Sleigh Bells. Appropriately, it is a Christmas story with another. I don't know. It seems like violent Santas in media is a thing. So yeah, this is an Uzi wielding, submachine gun wielding Santa Claus, doing what he does best, which is delivering justice and lead, I guess. All right, but not only am I going to be giving away a copy of Sleigh Bells. Number one, I think this is like an $8 book, and I think it's gone up in value. But I'm also going to be giving, you've heard me talk about it on Monday Halls Live a couple weeks in a row. This is the Sidekick. This is a tool for collectors to use when sorting books and storing books. It is not a divider. It actually clips onto your the wall of your short or long box, and it keeps your books upright. And, you know, I can't tell you how many times I've struggled with a not full box, with trying to find a way to keep those books upright so they don't start to sag. Well, this is the solution right here. It's brilliant. It's one of those ones that I'm like, I wish I had done it. It slides down on the wall, clips on it. Like I said, I'll be doing a review of it, a standalone review video, but I just want to make sure and share it because this exact sidekick right here, along with the sticker and the cool little flyer, this is going to be going to some lucky winner tonight. This is the prize. This is the second prize, the second giveaway that we're going to be doing. So, and yes, that's right, Tricky Trapster. We are going to be off for 2 weeks, for the next 2 weeks, because I'll be producing a bunch of extra content to get caught up on Fridays. I'll be packaging up giveaway books that have piled up again, and also just taking a break, resting, spending some time with family. And I want to make sure that you know that I will still be active on Instagram and popping in there, but the channel will be off for 2 weeks, and then I'm still hoping to drop something on Friday night. But this is gonna be a giveaway. Looking forward to and sharing those with you. Okay, here he is, folks. He's come back. I think he ran to a local comic shop in the moment that he was off camera. Here he is, guys.
Merry Christmas, everyone. This is the last giveaway show till the new year because we have been fired, and I think we're going into contract negotiations for the new year. But we have Mr. Carlos Collects and we have Mr. Collector. We're missing our comic book expert. She's not with us tonight, but hopefully we'll have a good show tonight. And thank y'all for joining us. And we were ready to get started.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hey, so quick shout out to Teresa Newell. We are missing you tonight because you helped keep Paul online. But we're looking forward to you, we're excited that you're spending time with family. And you know, because family comes first. You got to put family first.
You better not be on here, Teresa.
All right, folks. So hey, we're going to go ahead and get started. We will be doing the giveaways in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes for those who are going to set the egg timer and second screen until then. But for everybody else that's going to stick it out with us and hang out, let's go ahead and bring up the graphic that's going to show us the first thing that we're going to be talking about tonight. So as you saw earlier, tonight for episode 51, the first thing on the docket is to talk about the whole recasting of the DC film universe. We've had yet another black tile with a bunch of white lettering go live on Instagram. I guess that's the way that they are doing it now. But this time it was from The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, and it was him saying that he dropped this 15 hours ago, which would have been I think like last night, and he said I want to give you a long-awaited Black Adam update regarding the character's future in the new DC universe. James Gunn and I connected, and Black Adam will not be in their first chapter of storytelling. However, DC and $7 have agreed to continue exploring the most valuable ways Black Adam can be utilized in future DC multiverse chapters. And then he goes on to speak positively about James Gunn, and just in the same way that that Henry Cavill did it, The Rock is updating his fans and putting out a public statement to say that he also is going to be recast. So I just want to get like reactions from the panel and see what you guys think about this. What do y'all think about it? Okay, yeah, Southern Comic Geek says that, of course, the firing or the release of Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam is hashtag Paul's fault.
Oh, Mississippi! If I was taking over DC, y'all know it'd be going good.
All right, Mr. Collector, what are your thoughts on Dwayne?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for this.
I think with the whole thing with The Rock, I think before James Gunn got involved, I think he got too comfortable. I think he thought he was going to be the one to save DC, and I'm not saying that they didn't make a profit or anything, but I think he thought a little too highly of himself. And then especially coming out with those numbers for the film, how much they grow. So it was just kind of I think it was more of a, what I'm bringing to the table for y'all, not so much what I can, do for the team. So I take it as I think he's upset about it, but he's being professional about it. But I think overall, James Gunn put his foot down, and he's doing it a certain way, and you can't. And everyone's upset with him about it. But at the same time, you had people complaining about DC, saying that they didn't like the movies, they didn't like this, they didn't like that. And now that you have someone coming in that's going to change it, now they're getting mad at him for changing it. So it's kind of like you can't have it both ways. Like he's in there to do a job, and if his job is to start all fresh over, I mean, of course he's not going to keep the same people. It doesn't make sense, especially if he wants to do a 10-year plan. So I think people are jumping on James Gunn too much, and people got to kind of like back up a little on that because, he's there to do a job. He wants to make people happy. You don't want to go to the movies, spend $20, $30, and then leave upset.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think, overall he's doing what he has to do for the DC or for DC. Yeah. So that's kind of what my thought is with that.
Yeah. So do you be honest, be completely honest, do you think he's ever coming back as Black Adam?
I think if he said that they're not going to be in the first part of it, and he didn't say how long the first part was going to be, if he's talking about 10 years and then, kind of have like a big battle at the end, and he's supposed to come in, he's not going to do it. He's going to be too old by then. So
yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so if James Gunn's plan is to have, all these characters in like a 10-year span, and then he wants to bring them in at the end, he's going to be too old for it. And The Rock knows that too, and I think that's why he's kind of being more professional about it. But I think he kind of knows too that, that might be it for him. But I mean, it's not a for sure thing, but I personally think that they were just trying to say a nice way of saying, like, we're starting fresh, and that's everything.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think that the I don't think we're seeing him come back. I think he is done. I think it was unfortunate that the timing worked out the way it did. Because I think that there's a few films that are caught kind of in the middle in all this, and so it puts them in a weird position. And we're going to get into that in just a second. Because let's see, Paul, did you have any thoughts or ideas about the Dwayne Johnson message?
Well, the only thing I'll say is that James Gunn message about, because you have diehard Rock fans and you have diehard guys that. I mean, I didn't know that there was so many diehard Snyder Cut guys that wanted the Snyder Cut, and then they finally released it. I mean, you do have diehard guys that are DC fans, and they're going to backlash this because they were like, well, do like Marvel. I mean, Marvel's not going to just can Deadpool. I mean, that was a successful movie franchise, but I don't know the way Gunn's going. I mean, he's going to have positive people that want to say yes, we want to start fresh, change, different, and then you have these diehard guys that are like, no, why are you doing this? And we had announcements of these people coming back, and we had a big announcement of Henry Cavill coming back, and people were just happy about it. Now it's like, what are you going to cast? Who are you going to do? Is it going to be acceptable to the guys that are? Is it going to be acceptable to the fan base? Are they going to like what you choose or what direction you're going? But I mean, I can see that they doing a refresh reboot because DC has just been going nowhere, and people have been like, no movies that they're actually happy about, except like maybe Suicide Squad and then Peacemaker, the Joker movie. I mean,
he's definitely been hit and miss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope the Blue Beetle movie is going to be good. I mean,
yeah,
everybody's saying
we're going to get to that in a minute because there's kind of like there's a stack of movies that the fate of those movies is really up in the air right now. We're gonna get to like Zachary Levi and the whole Shazam thing and his.
Well, I mean, James Gunn did talk to George Lopez, and they're like, "Wait till y'all see Blue Beetle." So I think that movie's safe. But what's to know about what is to know about Joker 2? And I think we've seen images of Harley Quinn coming in from Lady Gaga, I guess. But we don't know, like you said, we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so let's catch up with the chat real quick because I want to read some of these comments, and then we're going to go ahead and bring Jen out in a minute.
What?
All right, so El Green Machine says, I think it's terrible news that he's gone. Future Batman says it's weak. Southern Comic Geek says that Paul's going to be playing Dr. Fate in the next movie. That's a scoop right there. Tricky Trapster asks, can we believe The Rock? I think he's being honest about this one. His ego was too big. I think that I think what happened here was that he was hoping to do something and it just didn't work out. And I think the executives were doing something different. And he's always kind of been off on doing his own thing with this Black Adam movie. And it just didn't line up with what they were trying to do for the brand as a whole. All right. This is a good theory that I'm hearing a lot about. They need a lot cheaper talent for the relaunch. That's a hard business fact.
The only thing that Jen has said that I agree with, because he just says some wild stuff, but he did say get a person that's not established and then have them build up, and I agree with that because that's where you can build and they have a contract. So, after all that stuff he says say some good stuff, but it's just very few and far between. You got to catch it between the lines and all that.
So the thing with that is just for everybody at home watching, understand that one of the big reasons why sequels get exceedingly more and more expensive as time goes on is because the contracts are written as such that the more films there are in a franchise, the more money the lead actor gets up front, plus the director to return. So, Zachary Levi, Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, these guys, all of these folks were all looking at much bigger paychecks. And, Wonder Woman 84 didn't do that well.
Right.
Financially, nobody really knew where Man of Steel 2 would land. So anyway, but we'll keep because we're going to come back to that once we bring Jen on. We'll give him a chance to talk about it. All right, good idea to erase and start from scratch. Build hero stories slowly like the MCU for long-term success. Excellent, Hector. I fully agree with that one. David Reeks reminds us, hey, smash that like button if you haven't already. Tricky Trapster says, real question, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Oh, man, poor Rock.
Yeah, he ain't cooking nothing now.
Batman says he isn't returning. Victor says he can only do steroids so long. Maybe that's a low blow.
That was the greatest comment ever.
He was still making movies. Yeah, they are, but they're not very good right now. All right, so the Flash movie would have been a good reset point if not for Ezra Miller's craziness. That is correct.
That is correct.
True. Ezra Miller has definitely brought a lot of negative press to that film. and it would have been the perfect reset, but I think it's kind of just got so much negativity attached to it. I only care that Dr. Fate one day comes back. I loved Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
Yeah, same.
I hate that they treated him like a one and done character, because he should have come back. Ezra Miller's not just like Phoenix, the guy that played the Joker. They get famous and go cuckoo. Their behavior definitely lends a lot of credence to that. Hopefully, new DC movies not so dark. Also agreed, Hector. I think that they need to go bright and optimistic, because that's DC. The future Batman has had conversations with James Gunn. We can
you heard about that, Mississippi?
Nor deny that the future Jim, the future Batman, might be in the running for a role in the.
Come on, you don't believe that, Mississippi.
Well, Hector says Wolverine and Thor were unknowns. DC very good. Yep, that's exactly correct. Chris Evans was not Chris Evans when he got cast. The only name actor that they brought on was Robert Downey Jr. at the very beginning. Let's see, Yo Geek. Saw your video earlier. Good job. Nice Hulk.
He's talking about nerd.
What's up? Good to see you, sir. Ezra runs funny looking. Yeah, true. Andrew Kai. I believe in James Gunn abilities, but the way these mass cancellations were announced was a mess. Should have told us later when the roadmap was actually done. I have a theory about that, Andrew. I don't believe that James. There was a lot of people with a lot to lose in this whole equation, and I think that James Gunn, I don't think he was like. I think if he would have planned it out, all these things would not have gotten announced the way they did. But some of the press got ahead of themselves and started putting stuff out there, and I think he got forced into a corner and had to do damage control. All right, so hey, let's go ahead and bring him out, folks. You know him.
Oh no, we are not doing that.
He is the future Batman. If you're not following him on Instagram, you need to, because this is the Dark Knight of the future with over 10,000 followers on Instagram. Watch what he does. So everybody get a big hand to the future Batman.
Oh man,
and what's up, sir? Wait, hang on. He's
Mr. Collector and Carlos collects. Then he goes, what does he collect? Everything. Anyway, so hey, and also to my buddy, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Paul? Oh, come over here, give me a hug. Anyways, guys, I couldn't agree with all of your points any further. I think you guys all have really good points. In fact, I heard what Mr. Collector was saying about The Rock's ego and how he faked the numbers and that, and his movie just crashed. Remember, he was saying something along the lines like, well, I have like 500, 600 million projection and all that. And the movie barely made like, what, 300 million or something? Yeah. I mean, the movie itself had to make like 500 to break even. And even Paul's absolutely right about a lot of things about, he is. Paul's right about a lot of things. I appreciate him calling me out about how I do think. So earlier today, I read some news on someone that I'm a big favorite of. I'm a huge fan favorite of Jacob Elordi. He is actually on Euphoria, and he's also on The Kissing Booth, right? And this is if you don't know who the guy is, look him up. But DC is in talks to get him to be Superman, the replacement for Henry Cavill. Now the thing is, this guy's like 6'5", and if you look at his body right now, if he gains like 30, 40 pounds, this dude could be a huge Superman replacement. Like, he could replace Henry Cavill. He's 26 years old. They want to go real young, right? So then you have a 10-year plan, and then you can blow this guy up later. You can get younger actors and actresses, and eventually they can build on them. Another thing that James Gunn said is that he wants to create the Kingdom Come storyline. So when I hear about him saying that, hey, I want to do Kingdom Come. Now, Kingdom Come is one of my favorite stories of all time. Look, Mike, whether DC is done or not, I'm not sure because you're saying that, but they just made like the number one replacement casting, which was just Jason Momoa as Lobo. I've been saying that for almost years. Like Jason Momoa should have been Lobo. Jason Momoa should have been Lobo.
I don't remember that.
I did. I said that over and over. I even told Jason Momoa when I met him at Fan Expo, I was like, dude, they should have had you as Lobo. He's like, yeah, but I'm like, I don't think this guy knows who Lobo is. He acts just like him. The fact that they're going to get Jason Momoa as Lobo, that's awesome. And James Gunn, I mean, clearly the guy has a vision. He knows when he looks at someone, he's going to be like, okay, well, I think he can play this part. Hey, get Ryan Gosling as Aquaman. Yeah, that would be my next thing. I'd be like, hey, go grab Ryan Gosling and make him Aquaman. I mean, if you're really going to make him look like the characters off the comic books, then go do that. Gal Gadot, I mean, it's great. She had a good run. But, you know, I think James Gunn is going to do a great job. And yes, Trippy Trackster, he loves Alex Ross. And I met James Gunn and his brother over at it wasn't Comic Palooza. It was a small event that had happened in Houston. And his brother, it's when James Gunn had just he went under with Marvel for the pictures that had came out on Twitter, some of his deleted tweets, and his brother was there. And David Roman and myself, when we were at his booth, we actually got to meet him and talk to him a little bit. So it was kind of like talking to them and seeing where their minds are on character development and so forth. It was really cool to see that these guys actually do have a plan for any of the movies that they work on. I mean, you look how long it takes them to make one movie. Look how long it took them to make Guardians 1, Guardians 2, and now Guardians 3. DC wants to make a movie, but it's like 8 months of shooting. I mean, do you think that that's high quality work? I mean, it took Avatar 2. I mean, Avatar 2 I've heard mixed things about. But again, when you look at a director, you look at his credentials, right? You look at all these things that they do. And when I'm looking at DC, it feels like they just want to make a profit. They don't care about the fans. If they really gave a shit about the fans, then they wouldn't have let Snyder control everything. They would have been like, okay, this guy,
bring it in for a landing, future Batman, so we can move on.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
listen, I'm ranting at this point. But anyways, right. I think the future is good. I do. I think the future is good under James Gunn's hands, and I believe in him. In James Gunn, I trust.
So, okay, I want to put this out there for the whole panel because you touched on some of this. So there is a tweet going around by a scooper that I guess has a level of legitimacy that's pretty solid. It's my time to shine. It's at my time to shine. Hello. This tweet went out on the 19th, which was 2 days ago. And so this person is saying that this is what they're hearing. I don't know if I don't know, because since then, some of these people have spoken out. We don't know. All right. So my time to shine hello on Twitter, who's broken a couple of other scoops. It's at my time to shine H is their actual handle. They say Henry Cavill, done. Ben Affleck, done. Gal Gadot, because they were responding to somebody asking, what have you heard about the recastings? Ben Affleck, done. Gal Gadot, done. Ezra Miller, done. Ray Fisher, who played Cyborg, done. Zachary Levi, who plays Shazam, done. Jason Momoa will get a new role. James Gunn's wife, she plays, I think, what is her name? What's the character's name? Fantastic job. She did a great job in Peacemaker. She's the blonde one, and then she shows up again in one of the other recent ones. Black Adam. Yeah, she showed up in Black Adam. So she stays, and then some of the Suicide Squad will stay, and then Viola Davis, who plays Amanda Waller, she will stay. So that's
Amelia Harcourt.
That's the character name. I can't remember her actual name. She was really good in that role, though. Oh yeah, and then My Time to Shine also responds, The Rock, done. Now this was before The Rock's statement.
Wow.
So what are y'all's thoughts on that?
I mean, it's not surprising his wife is staying, and then the stuff that he did is staying. I mean,
Do you think
that's
it's
how
fair?
I mean, that's how corporate stuff does. You come in with your own guys and what you're gonna change or what's gonna stay. I mean, he's I mean, his wife, and then all the stuff going. What about David stays? What they say about? You know me, Mike. We talked about this. If I was running DC, man, they'd be good.
Straight to VHS.
Straight to VHS.
Damn right. That's what the 80s are. What the 80s are. Yeah, but I that's not surprising to me. I mean, everything that he's done was going to stay, and everything else is gone because he's just going to start fresh and new. Like I said, Jen says some stuff, but you got to catch some of the stuff, and then he said it too. Starting fresh, I think that's the right way to go. I mean, you just want to start all over. You don't want to deal with all that stuff and just continue on.
All right, Mr. Collector, what do you think about that list?
Oh,
All
no.
those names, all I was thinking is millions and millions and millions of dollars saved. And I think if they're going to do it over, you need to have the financials to, do it. And you can't do that if you're going to put these big name actors in there. I keep some of them. I mean, obviously he's going to keep the ones that he wants, but I mean, he's saving a lot of money if he starts fresh and gets new actors, or at least new and upcoming actors. So
Yeah, like the future Batman as Batman. That's a good one.
there you go. Right there.
Hey guys, I know you said that Ben Affleck is done, but actually he's not. He's still staying on as director.
Yeah.
For
Well, yeah, this is just casting. That's
just him playing Batman. That's what we're saying.
But I think what he wants to do Elseworld stories too. So if they were to, because I don't think Flash the movie is being completely canceled though, because they even stated that they took out Gal Gadot and they took out Henry Cavill from the Flash movie, but they didn't take off the rest of, like, I guess they didn't take off like Ben Affleck's what is it called, his cameos, and they're not stopping Aquaman 2 from coming out either. Like, they're going on with Shazam 2, they're going on with Aquaman 2, and I guess Flash is supposed to reboot everything. I guess Flash is supposed to reboot the DCU, because it's not called the DCEU anymore, it's just called the DCU. And it's funny because there's a comic book that came out today, guys, and it's called The Beginning of the Dawn of the DCU, and it's supposed to go with the movies. So I mean, clearly something's going on here, and we're gonna see it. We're gonna see some good stuff, man. I mean, I'm optimistic, and I think other people should be too. I trust James Gunn. I think he's gonna do a good job.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, Bry Guy, I think, because probably the direction he wants to go, he decided to go ahead and keep like his group, which again, it's the same anywhere else. When you come in and you're brand new, you're gonna keep your own, you're gonna keep your own people, or you're gonna bring your own people, keep your own people. That's just kind of how it happens. So, all right. So we talked a little bit about that. So, okay. So that's the thing. And then, so that tweet came out, and then there was another one. Somebody messaged and asked, or somehow Zachary Levi, who plays Shazam, and he's got Shazam 2 coming out, starting the, he came out, and they asked him about it, and he said, "We're Gucci. We're all Gucci." Okay, so this is how he said it. I'm gonna trying to find the actual quote. He basically, but which it wasn't like a very definitive answer. It was just kind of him. Okay, yeah. Here it is. Shazam star Zachary Levi responds to claim he's being recast amid DC Universe shakeup. So he said, okay, yeah, somebody tweeted about it. And then Zachary Levi says, oh, I really wouldn't go believing everything you see on the internet. I'm Gucci, Ash. We all Gucci.
We all Gucci. So pretty much that means that they're in trouble. So, I mean, I don't know how I would take that. I'm Gucci. That probably means that.
I don't know. What do y'all think about that?
Hey, Paul.
Watch it, JT. JT, watch it.
They're going to release some Shazam-based Gucci shoes because he just went online and just called out one of the biggest, retailers, one of the biggest retailers, luxury retailers, and they're going to release some Shazam Gucci shoes.
Shazam.
That's not what that means at all. So don't listen. Shazam. Don't listen to him. That just means
you better not believe everything on the internet.
You believe it all the time. You message me stuff about
anything on the internet.
I tell you. And I do listen to my fellow panel members. It's just when they say stuff that is not what we're talking about, I don't listen. You just mind your own business, JT.
I think he's just going with the flow right now. Mm-hmm. I think if whatever happens, and I think he's fine with it either way. And he doesn't want to stress over something that he knows that might come or might not come. So I think he's just on cruise control right now. And if it happens, it happens. But he knows that his movie's coming out regardless.
Oh, Jen had to show collector of. He's like, I got some hair too.
I wasn't trying to show.
Yeah, well, he took the hat off. He never does that.
You think if you fuse together, you think we would become one perfect hair? Anyways, the thing is, I think he just doesn't want to. I think that he doesn't want to build any. I think he doesn't want to create any. He doesn't want to destroy any bridges. I think that's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
He's not going to say, well, I'm not sure what my future is, because The Rock clearly, he's low key kind of burning bridges. Like he's saying that, oh, I'm not going to be in phase 1. But if you see the way James Gunn has talked about The Rock, it's kind of like, no, buddy, you're not going to be in it at all. Like, you're fired, but indirectly. I mean, yeah. I'm sure that The Rock, I think using the term fired is that's a harsher word than it actually is. Yes.
It's essentially the roles getting recast.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you failed to perform. It's just we're going a completely different direction, and it's just going to be different. And all these, I think a lot of fans take it personally for the actors that they enjoy, but really, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with the actor in the role per se. Mm-hmm. It's just that he needs to start fresh. Now, it's interesting that I think he can get away with keeping like Peacemaker and some of these other characters, because he really made Peacemaker, and he really made Vigilante, and he really made Harcourt. Like, there's a whole swath of characters that this small little universe or corner of the universe that he created them, basically. Yeah. Peacemaker,
people like Ratcatcher. That's crazy. It's just they like her a lot.
Yeah, and then Idris Elba's character. He made those. Really, the only character that he's possibly keeping, and we haven't heard anything because they've been super quiet about her, but the only character that he's possibly keeping that was part of kind of the Snyderverse was Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Really?
And we haven't heard anything about her, so we don't know what's going to happen with her.
Well, I think Carlos is right, because I think that's why they're keeping the Flash movie going, because whatever that movie is going to do is going to set the next universe. I think that's what they're going to do with it. I think I know from what the headlines that I was reading was that Ben Affleck is supposed to have his send off Like his Batman's supposed to get the Flashpoint letter from Thomas Wayne, and they're supposed to send him off. So, which will potentially open up like multiverse chances, Elseworld stories, and he wants to push for Elseworld. So why wouldn't they keep Margot Robbie? She's like the perfect Harley Quinn.
I think they need to go with Batman Who Laughs.
Hmm?
That would totally get DC going. Batman Who Laughs.
Grim Knight. I mean, you have
Grim
so
Knight,
many.
yeah.
Grim Knight. You have so many potential opportunities, and I think a lot of fans, everyone from the chat, I'm sure that you guys have. I remember even when we did our auctions, I would hear you guys talk about, well, DC doesn't need to create a joint universe. We should create, separate stories. And I think that's something that they're potentially looking at, like maybe making Elseworld one-shot stories. Like Lobo, Jason Momoa as Lobo. I think, dude, I'm so excited about that announcement. Like, I've been wanting that to happen for the longest. I never thought he was going to be a good Aquaman. Never wanted him to be Aquaman. And when I was like, they should have casted him as Lobo, and then they announced, oh, he's going to be Lobo. I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome. He's going to be Lobo. I think they're going to cast some people, and it's going to turn heads. Like, a lot of the people that are disliking this stuff now, those same people will come back. Remember, Heath Ledger got a lot of hate too. Remember, well, you're making him Joker, and then he ended up being a really great Joker.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton had a lot of hate too for being Mr. Mom and then being casted as Batman.
Batman,
He did, but then that was all pre.
And then what's his name? You said Heath, right?
Yeah, it's like Michael Keaton.
No, I was talking about Heath Ledger. Everybody was just like, oh, the guy who played that one movie, the comedy movie. How's he gonna be a serious Joker? And he knocked it out of the park. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there was flack on Michael Keaton playing Batman. Yep.
So hey guys, let's go.
But it was Jack Nicholson that carried the movie though.
So for those, we're gonna go and take a quick break to do our giveaway for the night. So in case you're late joining us, we got 2 giveaways we're doing tonight. We are doing Sleigh Bells. This is a one shot from Bad Idea, and so this is Christmas theme. This is going to be our last episode for a couple weeks. So we're doing a Christmas theme thing, and it's yet another take on Violent Santa. There's 2 films out right now with Violent Santas, but so we're going to be giving away a copy of Sleigh Bells, and then we're also going to be giving away a sample of this new Sidekick. This is a new product. It's a tool to help collectors organizing their collections. It clips to the inside. It clips to the wall of your long box or short box, and you can clip it in. It will lock in place, and it will keep your books upright, keep getting damaged. That's really cool. You can find out more about it at sidekicksupplies.com. There's currently a holiday sale going on those, 15% off. So if you're interested, make sure you get one now, or you can just win one in just a minute. So our first hashtag that we're going to do is to enter to win. And what it is you have to type this hashtag in correctly. You cannot all right. You cannot misspell it, or you got to do it exactly as it is in the chat. So here we go. For the first giveaway for the copy of Sleigh Bells, hashtag Paul as Black Adam.
What the?
All right.
What?
If you enter the hashtag Paul as Black Adam, you'll be entered to win this copy of Sleigh Bells. It's a one shot from Bad Idea. Beautiful book. A lot of fun. I think it's got like an $8 cover price on it.
Black Adam isn't Greek, so that wouldn't even work.
Fun book. Paul as Black Adam. So hashtag Paul as Black Adam to win this copy of Sleigh Bells. We'll give people a couple minutes to do that. While they're talking about it, let's get into the computers. Whole thing. What do you guys think about the new Beast Wars trailer that came out? Here I'm gonna throw a picture of. Let's see. Here he is, folks. Man. Optimus Primal.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Good lord,
Paul's favorite. Don't y'all know? It's Paul's favorite.
Optimus Primal from the new Beast Wars trailer.
You look at the name, Optimus Primal. You can't even.
Don't hate. Don't hate, Paul.
Good night.
Don't you hate?
Paul loves.
No, I don't, Mississippi. Worst thing ever.
Remember, you got to enter hashtag Paul as Black Adam in order to be entered to win.
You know what? I'll show up the Rock. I'll be like, "Boy, get this movie, boy. Everybody gonna be watching it."
Paul will be hitting the gym from now until 2026 when they film.
Oh wow!
I don't know.
Good night.
Paul, you better let us go to the premiere.
Hell no,
Oh,
none of y'all are going to the premiere, especially my best friend. He ain't gonna be there. I'm gonna call security.
All right.
Oh damn!
So enter to win hashtag Paul as
Sounds
Black
like
Adam.
soft porn.
And hey, so here's the deal: be a good viewer, be a good YouTube viewer, a good YouTube community member. Hit that like button and stick around for a while. Watch. A few weeks ago, we had a certain winner who is in the chat who shall remain nameless, who won the prize. He popped in to enter to win, and then disappeared for the rest of the night. The chat was
JT.
The chat gave him the drubbings. The chat was not nice.
JT. Lord.
All right, so hashtag Paul as Black Adam. I'm going to go and drop an inline. Not that will matter, because once the system starts doing it, yeah. So you can still win. I am going to be working next week on.
DC has nothing to do with it. DC has nothing to do with it. Show that other thing you got.
Well, this right here.
No, not that. I don't want to see that. I was talking to Carlos to show that.
Lee.
I want to see that.
I want to see it, Jim.
I'm gonna show it to you.
Do you have that thing?
Hashtag Paul as Black Adam.
Yeah, and I still got your cards too.
JD
All right,
stands for just took off. Don't say my name. Oh man, thank y'all for showing up.
All right, guys, starting to collect. I'm going to start collecting comments. All right, we got 15 entries. Let me go ahead and share this screen, and we're going to get started. It's hashtag enter to. All right, folks, so here we go. This is for the copy of Sleigh Bells. Doing this in 3, 2, 1.
Good luck.
Here we go.
Oh, what? Future Batman's in here? Hell no. What, Mr. Collector? Hey, Wolf!
Wow.
What? Congrats.
Congratulations,
Hey,
Aelwolf.
Wow.
Congrats.
All right, so Aelwolf, hey, congratulations. We're excited that you were hanging out with us tonight and watching. This is your copy of Sleigh Bells just in time for Christmas. I'm going to set this aside for you. Then we're going to do our giveaway drawing for the Sidekick.
Yeah, hold that up. That's actually a pretty good product, because if you're like me and you see your box leaning, then that means you usually go to the comic shop and buy a couple of stacks more of books so you don't have the box leaning. So that will actually save you from going to the comic shop, buying more books to help your box not lean. That's a great idea.
Right.
I like the product right there.
So Aelwolf, this is your this is yours. I'm gonna set this aside for you, and I have to do some major shipping out this weekend. All right, so here we go. Next up, we're giving away this copy of the Sidekick. You can find out more about these products at sidekicksupplies.com, and you can there's currently a holiday code for 15% off of these. I think it's 15% using the code, but you got to go check out. Oh yeah, he's on Instagram. He's at Sidekick.
Oh man, somebody's getting ready to go to sleep.
I know, I'm tired. All right, keeping up with you is a full-time job, Paul.
Come on, Miss Collect's got you going, huh? She's like, you better get going.
Win. Hashtag.
Watch it, JT. It's not my fault you don't understand English.
Okay, here we go, folks. Here it is. Hashtag Mr. Collector, the sidekick. All right. That's what we're going to go with, folks. That is the next hashtag. If you want to win this copy of Sidekick, Sidekick,
Okay.
make sure and do it.
Mr. Collector, the sidekick.
Hashtag Mr. Collector, the sidekick.
He kicks you to your sides.
Oh, so he's supposed to be like
A
Batman. That's what he's supposed to be, the sidekick?
a side kicker, like he kicks you on your side. Sidekick.
That doesn't even...
Yeah, dude, calm down, man.
Come on, man. Don't make fun of Mr. Collector like that.
I'm not making fun. I'm just
What?
saying on the side.
Paul instigating.
I know, right? I guess you need to sidekick him.
You
Here we go.
get both feet.
Mr. Collector, the sidekick.
feet.
Hashtag Mr.
Oh.
Collector, the sidekick. And you will be entered to win this sidekick right here. This is the sidekick. It is not a divider. It clips to the wall of your comic book box. Keep your books upright.
Right.
If you're like me and you sort your books like during breaks and on holidays, like if you have a full day and you can get in there and sort between boxes, this is an invaluable tool. It keeps your books from sliding down or falling over. So this is the sidekick. This one right here is going for free to one of you tonight. All you have to do is enter the hashtag Mr. Collector, the sidekick. I don't know if that's an accurate description, Mike Bravo.
It's Viagra for comic
All
boxes.
right, there we go. All right, so hey, I'm going to start collecting comments right now. And here we go. Well, wow, we only got 14 of them. I would have thought more people would have. Oh, somebody just popped in. I'm going to redo it. All right, let's.
Cool if they had different colors. Do they have different colors? Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow, it's only 14. Still only 14.
We got 17 people in here. Y'all hit the like button.
No. Yep, Hector. Yeah, he might. I know his first run is all black, which to me that's helpful. But yeah, you're right. If that's a cool suggestion. So, Doug, if you're watching, different colors is something that they've brought up. They've mentioned. Will we get the Tim Burton Superman?
Tim Burton Superman.
About that. All right, so let's go ahead and do the draw. 3. Here, hang on. Let me share it. Let everybody see it.
All right, we got Future Batman, we got Mr. Collector, and we
3,
got Carlos Collects
2,
in here.
1. There we go, folks.
How
There
the
we go.
hell is Future Batman in there again? Carlos Collects is in there.
I don't know. It pulls it because I put this.
And he's the winner.
We're not doing that. Sorry, guys. We're not doing that. Sorry.
Yelling Carlos.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
There we go. All the same folks.
Wait a minute. Carlos Collects 1. Rigged. Here we go. Fixed.
Oh,
Stank.
Oh,
Andrew's like, oh, Andrew. Oh, here comes the comments.
Tony
JT.
Stank.
I know, rigged.
Tony
Hashtag rigged. All right, no, JT. What happened was when I put the example down here, it drew from that. So, Tricky Trapster, you're late, buddy. You're late. We just did it. This is the sidekick right here. This is going to who was our winner?
Tony Stank.
Tony Stank.
And then
Tony
the other one
Stank.
goes
This is
to
your
Carlos
copy of the
Collects.
sidekick. You need to when you get it, you need to take a picture, send it to me, and you need to send a thank you to our good buddy Doug over at Sidekick Supplies.
Yo. Congratulations, Carlos Collects and Tony Stank. Make sure Carlos Collects gets one of those.
All right, yeah. So hey guys, we're be on the lookout for a full review for this. But this one right here is going to Tony Stank. Going to pass this on to him. Very excited that one of our folks won it. All right, guys. So let's so we got a little bit of feedback on the Beast Wars trailer. Anybody else have any thoughts on it?
Oh Lord.
I kind of looked up some of the characters that are going to be in it. I'm excited for Nightbird because she's a Nissan Skyline GTR, and I like that car. So I think
that's cool.
Yeah, so I was looking up some of the others, but I think that's probably the best car I've seen through the movies coming out so far. So of all of them that I've seen, so I'm excited to see that character.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, let me see. There was something else I had on here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Pete Davidson is actually in this movie. He's one of the voice actors.
Yeah, he's one of the voice actors for one of them.
Yeah, he's
Mirage. There you go, Southern Comic Geek. There you go, Mirage. Mississippi.
And then
let him know,
if you look him up, he's Mirage.
The what?
Mr. Comic Book Collector. He's Mirage.
Yeah, I saw that. And then Peter Dinklage. I think that's how you say his last name. From Game of Thrones is in there too, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so last thing here. This is just kind of a fun part to kind of wrap it up. What 80s property would you most want to see adapted to a feature film that hasn't been done in live action yet? So anything.
Wow.
And look, this isn't just cartoons. Think of video games too. But what 80s property would you most want to see adapted into a live action film or streaming series? And which one would you choose and why? And chat, we're going to come to you in just a minute. I'm going to give the panel a minute to think, and I'm going to go and pull two of mine that I would choose. Actually, no, I've got three that I would choose.
Somebody said they wanted that Transformers up there.
Yeah, I heard about that, but there's no Transformers up here. All right, so three of my picks right now, and listen, if you haven't watched the top 80s properties on the channel, the video where I go over the top 10 80s properties that I would adapt and keep an eye on, you need to go watch it. It's got thousands of views on it. People love it. A lot of fun reminiscing and talking about the comic books that go along with those. At least one of those that I mentioned in that is Mask. I don't know if you all remember this.
Yeah, I remember Mask.
There's no way that car could fly, but okay.
It was the transforming. Yeah, I know the gull wing doors that support the body of an entire Camaro. But it was fun. It was a fun. The vehicles would transform into attack vehicles. They weren't Transformers. They had pilots with masks, and the masks gave them certain, abilities and stuff.
What were the villains called?
But this was a lot of fun. This one was a lot of fun. And
what were the villains called?
I think Strike or No, it's Cobra. I think.
Cobra.
What was the name of their villain? Venom. That's
Venom. There you go. Yep.
Venom. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So second one that I would show off, and I have seller's remorse every time I look at this book because I had a very, very minty fresh copy with brilliant white pages, and I sold it in a lot to MT, and he has it and he loves it. All right. Visionaries. This is Visionaries number one. Visionaries were they were bigger than like the G.I. Joe and Star Wars figures. They were about 5.5 inches high, give or take. They weren't quite like G.I. Joe classified size, but they were a little bit bigger. They had chest plates that had holograms on them, and then they had a staff with the same holograms on them. And the holograms would come to life and fight battles for them. A lot of fun, really cool. It was kind of like a sci-fi medieval fantasy show. Neat show, lots of possibilities there. Last one, these were all the King feature characters, and they were in one cartoon series together. The cartoon series was called Defenders of the Earth, and it featured Flash Gordon, who's there in the red, the Phantom, who's an old-time character, comic book character, Mandrake the Magician, who's another old-time comic book character, and then Lothar, who I think they might have made up for the show, but I'm not 100% sure. And then they had, of course, teen sidekicks that ran around with them and inexplicably helped them save the world multiple times. So,
Strawberry shortcake.
So, yeah, those are my three. I also, of course, huge G.I. Joe fan, so would have loved to see G.I. Joe. Okay, I've given you all enough time, and then we're going to go to the chat. But let's start with the future Batman. Jen, what
Lord.
80s properties or more than one would you pick? Not
Lord.
90s. Somebody put up Captain Planet, and I think Captain Planet was
I don't. It's kind of tough. I was a huge Space Ghost fan growing up. I used to love Space Ghost. I have his first appearance, and I always thought that it'd be cool. The Space Ghost kind of had the whole Batman thing, but like without the ears. And if there Space Ghost would be one. Going into that, Gundam, I was into Gundams. In fact, World War III, and things are going on right now, and the resources for Earth. It'd be a good time to make a Gundam movie. Maybe get George Miller to get behind that. Like direct it, write it, good character development. Gundam, I would say Gundam with Silverhawks. I really liked Silverhawks growing up. Silverhawks is another man. That theme, man, that just like that solo alone with the what else? Thunder. I know I saw the comments, Thundercats, but I don't know, man. Here's the thing about making 80s adaptations. The mindset of 80s cartoons and the things that are going on at the time. It's doable, but there were so many silly things going on.
Yeah.
Like the clothing and even like the plot. I mean, how would you introduce that in today's CGI and today's? You'd have to do it correctly. Like it would piss off so many people. So many fans would get so mad if they were to see Beast Wars or Transformers done wrong, which they've been. Or even Silverhawks or. Just anything. I mean, anything that has to do with nostalgia. If it doesn't pan out the way a fan wants it to pan out, you have so many people that build hatred towards that director or that studio. Clearly, remember Fox, how much dislike Fox and Sony gets from their fans. So, but yeah, those would be my picks. I mean, I like Gargoyles, but that's 90s. I'm thinking about Gargoyles. What about you guys? I mean, what about Mr. Collector? What would you like?
Yeah, Mr. Collector, what you got?
So I didn't watch a lot of 80s shows because I was a 90s kid, but one that I did I thought was pretty cool was Dino Riders.
Yes.
I think
Dino Riders.
I think that was kind of cool, going back in time. And then I know, they're making that movie coming out with the dinosaurs with the guy Kylo Ren, whatever his name is. But I think that'd be something cool. It's something different. I never hear anyone bring this up. I never hear anyone. I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but I know this isn't 80s, it's 60s, but I think they should do something with the Jetsons. I know that's I think the Jetsons is really, really cool, and I think it's so.
Jetsons would be awesome too. Yeah.
I think they were so ahead of their time, like the stuff that they had, and I was amazed by it. I really liked it. But 80s wise, I think Dino Riders would be really cool. I don't know if anyone likes that or knows about it, but I think Dino Riders would be cool. I know they only had one season. I think it was only like 14 episodes, and Disney was supposed to pick it up like in 2001, but they ended up scrapping it. So I guess a lot of people didn't have good feedback on it, but I think it's something different, something cool. But that's kind of the only one. Because I mean, the main ones, Thundercats, Mask, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, like all that stuff's already been made. But I think Dino Riders would be a cool one.
Funny you should mention Dino Riders, because I'm going to drop the link right here in the chat. So my top 10 80s comics video that I made. It mentions Dino Riders, which was just a cool concept. So yeah, I'm dropping it in there. Top 10 80s comics video. If you want to check it out, it's got almost 2,000 views. One of the it's definitely a popular video here on the channel. People love that. Let's go to the chat right now because I think we got opinions from the panelists. Oh wait, hang on. I'm sorry, I forgot Paul.
Wow. Well, I tell you. So like I said, I know a lot of you guys are like 90s, 2000s, and all that, but this is me. VHS, G1,
Nice.
Transformers.
Your
That's
movie
me.
came out?
That's before y'all time. I know a lot of the chat and the panel, they don't know about this stuff because this is 80s. This is me. But the only one that I would love to see live action is Thundercats. I would want to see Momura versus Lion-O, the Thunder Tank versus was it Fist Pounder? I mean, I think it would bring a good, different take and just go back to the 80s and see all those. You don't know nothing about that, Mississippi. This is before your time right here, Mississippi. This is me right here. So like I said, I know the panel and the chat, this is before y'all's time. But like I said, this is the real movie right here.
Oh
the
yeah,
real movie
that's
forever.
The real Transformers movie right
no
there.
Beast Wars in there, none of that.
Why does it say
I
Blockbuster?
showed my son. I showed Abron the original Transformers the movie, and he loved it.
Yeah, you know that's
Paul, that says
VHS.
Blockbuster on it, Paul.
This is before y'all's time. Yeah, man, I do like that one, Tricky Chapster.
That's
That's
the character Fist Pounder that you like.
That's the vehicle that goes against the Thunder Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what?
I
Hey,
think that
Paul,
would be a
what
good
else?
movie.
What else would you like to see besides Thundercats? That's the only.
I don't even
There
want to
was
see. I don't even want to see Beast Wars because they just put G1 to drag me in there, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, but what about Galaxy
going
Rangers?
to
What
pull
about,
the
remember
Vader.
Galaxy Rangers? Who remembers Galaxy Rangers? I mean, it came out.
There you
at
go, Be Kind
Oh,
Rewind.
sure.
Look at that for the holidays.
that?
Look at that. We got.
Don't tell me you guys don't remember Galaxy Rangers. That was a good show too.
I
They had like
remember. Okay,
65.
that one sounds familiar. Do you have
Okay, this
one
is-
of them, Jen?
guys. This is Galaxy Rangers right here.
Okay, hang on. We're coming to you. Paul, put away your VHS
Well,
collection.
that's what I'm talking about, man. Look at that. VH.
This is Galaxy
Yes,
Rangers.
yeah.
Oh,
With the
Lord.
robotic horses. Yeah. I remember
Oh
those
man,
guys.
nobody.
So, one thing that I did when I was growing up, guys, I used to hang out with a lot of people that were maybe a little bit older than me, maybe like 10, 12 years older, only because of the fact that when you're at the comic book shop, you always run into guys that have been nerds longer than you. So they would always talk about like 80s and 70s stuff, and then be like, hey, if you ever have a chance to look it up. And of course, I would just go online and just torrent it. So I would torrent that, and I would just
Wait,
watch
Jen,
it.
how old are you?
I'm 36.
Yeah, you think you were born in like what 2001 or something like that? You were born in like
Okay.
2000.
Yeah, no, I'm an 80s baby, but I grew up in the 90s.
That's right. Yeah. So
you have to
would been
understand when I'm
90s
talking
kid.
to someone at the age of 12 or 15 or whatever at a comic shop.
Yeah, and isn't that when you met Paul?
That
Paul was
person
about
is-
in his 40s.
What
when
the
you
hell?
met
I
him.
ain't meet that man.
So it was like,
Oh no, the thing is,
Don't laugh.
if you like, for example, the guy that created Comic Palooza, he used to have a comic shop called Midnight Comics, and when he would tell me about, oh, you should get this, and I'm like, what's that? He goes, well, that's Fantastic Four #5. I'm 12 years old. I'm like, 12, 13 years old. He's like, hey, when you get a job, open up a layaway with me, and you can get these comics. And this comic will open up a whole world for you. So, I mean, I always tell people, appreciate the people that you meet in life. I mean, someone that may be 70, 60, 80 years old, whatever, they have a lot of knowledge. They've been on this planet a lot longer than you. So when they tell you something, absorb it. I mean, knowledge is power. And I'm very grateful for the people that I've met in life, and
yeah.
somebody told me, hey, go watch Galaxy Rangers, and I'm like, okay, cool, let me go watch it. Watched it. Oh
Yeah.
my god, this is awesome. Silverhawks, oh my god, this is awesome. But I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 80s. And people that are born in the 90s, when they talk to those that were born in the 80s, would tell them, hey, go watch Beast Wars because, Paul loves Beast Wars. It's his favorite. Yeah, it's your favorite, Paul. We're going to take
That's all he was talking about today.
So hey, let's go to the chat right now and see what some of the properties, because I see some really cool ones. Hey, I also pinned the comment, the top 10 80s comics that I chose. It's that video is here on this channel. You can find it on the top 10 list, or you can hit the link right there. So let's see what people would like to see. All right, so man, there's a lot of people dropped their comments. I'm going all the way back to the beginning. Let's see. Okay. Creepy Crawlers. I don't know if the Creepy Crawlers, was that a cartoon? Y'all remember that one? Mm-hmm. You remember that? Okay, so Mike Bravo says Thundercats. Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Thank you, Mike Bravo. Great minds.
Voltron. Voltron's another one.
Voltron.
They need to do a live action Voltron.
Who said that?
Were cool. Paul, be quiet.
Well,
what are you even talking about? You're over there babbling about VH1 tapes.
God.
All right. Okay. We're gonna have to cut Paul off there for a second there. All right. Ice Cream, Leisure Suit, Larry. Hector said ROM. Hasbro owns the movie rights and they already do Transformers CGI. Great. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Tony Stank says he loves Mask. Great theme song on Mask. True.
Yeah.
They did. They had a really good one. All right, GoBots. GoBots were cool.
No.
Venom, I think, were the bad. Yeah, Venom was the bad guys. Yep. Strawberry Shortcake XXL.
I don't know what Mike talking about.
Is it a cartoon? All right, MT says The Magician.
The Magician.
I'm not familiar with that one.
The Last Unicorn.
Mandrake the Magician. All right, Captain Planet. I think he was more 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see, Skeleton Warriors. I don't remember those. MT wants to know about the Barbie #1. That's in the vault. All right. Good evening.
They're actually making a movie about that.
Yeah, they are. They've got a Barbie movie coming out with
My Little Pony.
Yeah, My Little Pony. Apparently, My Little Pony is pretty popular. Oh yeah, here we go. Micronauts, owned by Hasbro too. MT says Mask. Southern Comic Geek says Care Bears. That's right, Care Bears. Toxie, the Toxic Avenger. Yep. Insectoids, Sectorus. Yeah, the insectoids were cool. MT said GoBots also. That's true. Also, Thundar the Barbarian. Yep. Gulgo 13. Wasn't that an anime? Tonka Stoppers, Thundar, Herculoids. Okay, El Green says Hot Wheels. Swiftwind could do it. Tell them, Paul.
Swiftwind. He-Man. He-Man. We forgot about He-Man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Kong.
I just thought about something.
Super Friends, Wonder Twins Activate.
Wonder Twins Activate.
Were they 80s? Were the Super Friends?
I thought that was
70s, right?
Was it?
I thought it was.
Yeah, I think Super Friends 70s, wasn't it?
Thundercats be like Cats movie. People may hate it. It's true. Captain Caveman, and the Teen
That was
Angels.
actually, yeah.
Cops was a really cool, but I think RoboCop already covered that. Cops was like these robotically enhanced police officers. Animax, that's true. Animax, yep. I had two of those. I think I actually sold those to MT also. Flintstones would fit in today since everybody's stoned. All right, Didger, the Last Dinosaur. I'm trying to remember that. That sounds really familiar. Pac-Man, Laugh Olympics, Mrs. Pac-Man. Let's see. We got Mr. T and the T-Force. Mr. T and the T-Force. The Hair Bear Bunch Jabberjaw. Does any of y'all remember those?
Hair Bear Jabberjaw.
I remember the Snorks.
Oh, that was that.
The Snorks had those little snorkel.
Yeah, little snork thing.
And they went underwater.
Wasn't Jabberjaw like in some kind of band or something like that? They were underwater or something?
No, I don't remember.
Or no, he wasn't underwater. They were in.
Let's see. Need new Bionic Man show. Paul found a box of VHS tapes that he never returned to Blockbuster, and he's very excited.
Oh, Blockbuster's.
That's why they went out of business.
No, exactly.
No,
exactly.
There is one that I didn't
All the
return.
blockbusters in Houston were like
Blockbusters around. They're not gonna get me.
He doesn't return them. Last Starfighter redo.
This is what you get at the when you get it at
There you
the.
go.
That's a good movie.
I didn't return it, but I don't know. They went out of business. So
There you go.
Yeah, I wonder why.
T used to water ski on alligators every Saturday. That's true, Mr. T. Dino Riders would be a Cinemax After Dark show. Paul's going to pull out his beta tapes next. All right.
I'm surprised MT didn't put this round. Ain't that right, MT? Why didn't you just say Torok?
Oh, that's a good game.
Let's see.
Yeah, it is a good game.
Last
nice.
Dragon and Show Enough. That's right. Captain Power. Y'all tell me, was Captain Power 80s or 90s? I feel like he was 90s.
Captain Power.
Yeah, remember
I think
the one that Don Cheadle did in that Funny or Die skit?
he's late 80s. I think he's 87. I think.
Is he? Okay.
I think
Power now is Austin Powers.
He's 56,
He was like
old
2000.
school, new school, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Are we talking about Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Universe? Or the Soldiers of the Future, or whatever it's called? Is that the Captain Powers we're talking about? Because I
he
believe
was the
that's
environmental
late 80s.
superhero. He had the 5 kids
Yeah,
with the rings,
yeah,
and they were
that
was-
saving the planet.
Earth, fire, wind, water.
Yeah.
No, that's
And,
Captain Planet.
Dirt.
Paul.
Oh no! You're right. Captain Power had the 3D.
The Soldiers of the Future. Or whatever.
Yes.
Who?
Yeah,
Man, I was totally.
I think it was
Captain Power.
exactly. It was,
Captain
I
Power
knew
was-
it was 90s. It had to be 1987. I think it was 1987.
That's true. Black Star.
Yeah.
I remember Brave Star, but I don't remember Black Star.
I don't remember
I
that either.
probably
I didn't
remember
have
the
cable
first
back
time.
then like these guys.
There is-
did.
there is
I
one thing that I
Sculptor
did
and the
know.
Golden Lance.
didn't have cable like these
Ultron
guys did.
and Mask would probably translate better as live action more than others. Yeah, true.
Mhm.
Oh, I
There's
remember
actually
the
another
last
thing that I
unicorn. I remember.
There's
last
one thing that I
unicorn.
did forget.
G-Force. What's up, Real James Willie? see
I don't know. These guys are talking about some cable stuff. I didn't have cable back then. We were poor.
Turbo Teen and Vision. I remember Turbo Teen. That was the most bizarre. It was kind of horrifying. For those who don't know, Turbo Teen, the teenage boy in it would he would like morph into a Camaro, and it was kind of scary because like a kid turning into a car was just a little bit weird.
That's pretty scary. That's why I couldn't
Watch it. My parents wouldn't let me.
Yeah, and Visionaries.
And I didn't have
I'm
cable.
a Visionaries fan. Cubert was 80s also because they were.
I mean, these guys are saying stuff that you get on cable.
We didn't get cable back then.
Beavis and Butthead was 90s for sure. I know that for sure.
Beavis and Paul.
Fraggle Rock. When was Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle Rock. Wasn't that in
Jabberjaw's
like?
Shark. Oh yeah, here we go. Dungeons and Dragons tune. Dungeons and Dragons was an excellent 80s cartoon. Of
Well, they got
course,
that coming out.
We're talk about Turok #1.
Thank you there, Green Machine. I know you always look out for me, but I got my VHS
number
player,
one.
so I'm gonna be watching my VHS stuff.
Okay, Black Star was about a sword. Okay, Wizards movie, heavy metal. Black Star was like a He-Man ripoff, but I watched it and had the toys. I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
I just don't remember him.
yeah. I mean, I think that was on cable.
Contra would be a really
Yes.
cool. Yeah,
Yes.
The video game where you
26,
keep dying in level
33
one.
AD.
Man, I don't know.
Contra. I love Contra. That's awesome.
You die in the level 1, so how you mean you like Contra?
What are you talking about? I have the
Pirates of
entire
Dark
collection
Water.
of
I think that was 90s.
Oh, that was 90s.
Yeah,
Gummy Bears?
Gummy Bears was 90s.
Hmm.
Punky Brewster was
Punky
definitely
Brewster.
90s.
Hmm.
The cartoon, the show was 80s.
I agree with Master of the Universe. Everywhere else it were wanksters in their error. Nah, come on now. Nah, Masters of the Universe had nothing on Transform.
And if you could put Contra out there, you could get Streets of Rage out there too.
Nah.
Oh my God, I remember Streets of Rage.
Here we go. Some people are getting it. Okay, Castlevania would be very cool in live
Ooh,
action.
DuckTales, but I think
Hell yeah.
DuckTales was 90s.
DuckTales.
That was 90s.
Yeah,
wasn't
DuckTales was more 90s, I think.
Hmm.
Fatal.
Darkwing Duck was definitely 90s, but I
Yeah.
remember Darkwing. Darkwing Duck is awesome. I can't wait to. So the Dynamite reboot is looking pretty cool for that.
Fatal Fury. You can get Fatal Fury out there too.
Were you like reading off your games that you have over there?
I am. Look at that. I got the entire Fatal Fury right there.
Oh, somebody's tired. We're gonna have to go, guys. But 21
Streets of
people.
Rage out there. We can put Streets
All
of
right.
Rage.
21
Everybody
people.
who's
Y'all hit the
watching
like
right now.
button.
I mean, Contra was awesome, man. I just got the Contra Collector's Edition. It's coming in. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Hardcore was the best Contra game. The game was awesome on Sega Genesis.
Hang on. I'm trying to find this.
DuckTales was 80s. Really?
Mhm.
I thought that was more 90s.
Was it? See, I thought so too.
I didn't think DuckTales was 80s, Tony Stank, but maybe okay.
Yeah, man, there's so many of them.
Rainbow Bright.
That was like the height of the
No.
I think everybody.
Yeah, he's right. DuckTales was 1987.
87. Okay, yeah, but that was closer to the. Yeah, it's still in the 80s. You right there, Tony Stank. It's still in the 80s.
It ended in 1990. So yeah, it was like actually 80s. It didn't go beyond 1990.
Not Transformers or G.I. Joe. I mean, I had some He-Man. I like the show. I'm not saying I don't like He-Man. I like Swiftwind. I like all the characters on there. But
Contra would be awesome.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start bringing it in for a landing here, but I want to show you
Yeah.
something real quick.
We can go
I
a
don't
couple
know if
hours,
this is
man.
going to get us. I don't know if this is going to get some kind of a copyright thing or what.
Ooh.
but
Do
we'll
it.
see.
Just
We'll
do
see,
it.
guys. I just want to share this. Nobody mentioned this.
Oh, Paul.
Oh, Chuck Norris.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, but this is before that. He had a cartoon. Yeah.
There was a comic book too.
It
Yeah,
was
Karate Commando. Oh man,
Look at that.
Oh, I didn't
oh
know
man,
that.
I remember when I tried that when I was a kid.
Nobody else could. pull
Don't
off
do
the
that
bandana
as a
like
kid
Chuck
because I
Norris.
tried that on the crane and I missed and fell.
So that's how you ended up the way you are.
What? I mean, that's what everybody was doing as a kid. We tried this out. Don't try that neither. I tried that and it didn't work.
Oh, did he have a ninja guy or like a samurai?
He has
He had a
like
whole team.
That's Paul. Look, it's Paul.
No, that's not Paul right there.
there you go. They were saying
That's
I should
Paul.
have played Chuck Norris. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah,
Paul. That's Paul right there.
Who's
that's
that?
me, Chuck Norris. Yeah, don't try that neither because it comes back on you and hits you, and then you're like got a concussion.
All right.
Not a
Hey,
fight, didn't you, buddy?
yeah. So, hey, for everybody who was watching, that was an
Uh-oh.
experiment to see what happens to my copyright thing. Wait, what is this? Oh no, that's Secret Galaxy. I love that channel. Those guys are awesome. Hey, if you haven't checked out Secret Galaxy, they used to be Toy Galaxy. They do some of the best recaps of
Y'all left out a big one. Y'all ain't 80s. What? T10? Well, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is, Mike. Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. I used to watch that all the
Check it out,
time.
guys. We're about to here. We're going to throw one more in there since we already have got since somebody's already upset.
I
All right.
saw nothing. Alf, that's a good one.
Yeah, Alpha's a good one. Here we go. Here we go. Check it out. Look.
All right,
If y'all don't know this one, y'all need to know this one. All right, check it out. Here we go.
Let's see what we film vid. Oh,
Is it Brave Star?
Brave Star.
In a distant time and faraway place, the planet.
Well, I didn't have cable, so I couldn't watch this.
It's not cable.
Yes, it was. I didn't watch this on.
This was a Saturday morning cartoon. It lasted like one season.
Inspector Gadget. There you go.
And one day, a lawman appeared.
Okay, so check it out. This was a big deal because he was a Native American hero, and you just didn't see a lot of minority leads on these cartoons.
Brave Star.
Eyes of the hawk, ears of the bull, brave star.
This was like a trick noise.
Eagle of the star.
Hey, Albert, that's a good one. Brave Star.
So,
I never
yeah.
watched that. I didn't have cable. So
So a pretty cool one. All right, so let's do. Okay, there was somebody here, like Mr. Collector brought him up, so I'm going to look him up here.
What he bring
Oh, yeah.
up?
All right.
After years of peaceful existence
Oh,
on the distant
Dino
planet
Rider.
Valoria, Questar and his people were forced
Yeah.
into battle. The
Cruel-
power of
Cruelos.
their step crystal ripped a hole in the fabric of time, sending them back to
Yeah, I had this one because we barely started
Unaware
getting
that at the
cable, and
same
then I got to
moment,
watch
the evil
it.
Emperor Krulos was plotting to capture the step
Look,
crystal
that's
with his
the
own
character that Paul
grotesque Rulan forces.
voices.
And so the battle continues in a new
Questar.
place and time. Dino Riders.
Dino Rider. Man, that was a
I think that felt more like a commercial than it did the
Yeah,
intro.
Yeah.
I don't even think that was the intro.
That wasn't. You're right. Here we go.
There it is.
Wait, no, that's not. Wait, where here?
I
No,
don't
that
know.
wasn't it. That's
Just put on their
where
Dino
is
Riders
it? I
intro.
want to find Dino Riders. I did put Dino. Look, I did Dino Riders
Hmm.
intro, and that's what it came up with.
No,
That was
that
the
ain't
first
it.
thing on there. I'm gonna get me a Dino Riders T-shirt. Here we go.
You know what Paul's real favorite?
After years
There
of
you go,
peaceful
man.
existence on the distant planet Valoria, Questar and his people were forced into
Oh, I
battle.
think that's a
The
commercial.
power of their step crystal ripped a hole in the fabric of time, sending them backward to prehistoric Earth.
No, that's not the
Unaware
intro
that
at
at the
all.
same moment the evil Emperor Krulos was plotting to capture
That
the step
was
crystal
good
with his
to Paul.
own grotesque Rulan
Okay.
forces.
Right there.
And so the battle continues in a new place and time with Dino Riders.
Dino Rider. I didn't like this one because we barely
Oh
got
yeah, that
cable.
was the intro, I guess. Wow. Okay. All right, we'll do one more because we've already broken whatever rules we're not supposed to do. But for these, let's do
I think that 2 weeks is gonna go along.
pick it, Mr. Collector. Which one?
Oh, shoot. Thundercats.
Okay, of course.
Thundercats. Oh,
Thundercats intro.
Thundercat.
In
This is
HD,
the best
folks.
time of
in
the year to
HD.
play World of Tanks.
Whoa, I'm not supposed to
Yeah,
play
I wanted to
an
miss
ad
you.
on,
Oh,
the
skip
video,
it.
on my video. Here we go.
Only thing you bought if you have cable.
The animation was copyrighted.
The Sword of Omen.
You know that Paul's never held a sword with the way he was swinging that arm.
Panthro.
They have
Wily
some
Kid,
best
Wily Cat.
animation.
Smart. Oh, there we go.
Come on, Paul, you not hold a sword like that.
Oh,
There it is,
I
the
wish
Thunder
you'd say
Tank.
that earlier. The super friends would have been perfect.
Now this is, man, these kids don't know about these kind of cartoons.
What were they called? Wild Cat and Wild Kid?
Wily Kid, Wily Cat. Panthro, Shitara. There's Mumbra. Oh, here it comes. These kids nowadays, they don't got cartoons like this. Man,
Nice.
these kids nowadays, they don't know about.
You should
All
do
right.
one
Tunes
more.
like
I
that.
have one. I have one that Paul really loved.
Man, hell no. You
Thomas
got
and
what?
Friends.
What did you? What
Who?
was it?
Yeah, you like Thomas and Friends. Remember Thomas and Friends?
No,
It was
no.
Paul's favorite show.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Oh no, I don't know about
Train.
no
I used to
Thomas
love
and
Thomas
Friends.
and Friends. Choo choo. Used to love that show,
Well,
Paul.
now
What?
I know why you didn't have any cable because you're so loud.
Yeah, because you didn't have any
Man.
cable. It was on local television for you, Paul.
Shit, I didn't see that. Collector, you haven't said anything that made any sense tonight, but that was the greatest intro, boy. Man,
All right, look, check it out here. I got one more for you guys. Paul was conceived.
What? I was born in '78. That didn't happen there, Tricky Trap. Thundercat didn't come out to like the '80s.
About this one. Let's see if we let's show this one. This is gonna be the last one, guys. We're gonna go ahead and show this and just see what happens with Disney. Please don't sue me.
Oh, woo, you're going.
All right.
Who let this bum on here? You be quiet, are you? Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Oh, Marshall called it. This ain't 80s though. It's more like 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
You know that they were on something. Look at all the colors.
Firestar.
They were on something.
Early 80s.
Look at that. They were on something back in the 70s.
How did Aunt May never figure this out?
And look at that. Spider-Man ain't had all that back then. Firestar.
That's Paul going to
You know that they were on something in the 70s. Look at that. Dale, yeah, y'all were on something. Yeah, they were definitely on something back then.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Yellow.
Oh yeah, they just came back from Woodstock when they did that.
I guess the green was in the laundry. You know, I mean, he had laundry day. He had to wear yellow. Anyways, it's a 1981 cartoon, Paul. It's not the 70s. Come on, bro.
They were. I thought that man.
No, it was
Amazing Friends.
No, it was 1981, man.
81.
Remember, I had to go back and I had to like educate myself.
All right, guys. Hey, let's bring it in. Let's bring this in for a landing. So just real quick, Tony Stank pointed out Spider-Man and his amazing friends and the regular Spider-Man show and Spider-Woman are all on Disney Plus.
Yeah, they've been showing all the old stuff.
Disney, look, we're promoting for you. Come on.
Cut us a break, please.
Don't file a copyright claim on me. All right,
Gonna be like,
thank you guys. Thank you all for being here in the chat. I hope you enjoyed just hanging out, talking about some of these fun 80s properties, as well as DC casting, which was earlier in the show, and Transformers. I will pick that up. I'd do that.
And only Mike Bravo would know stuff
first.
like
I need
that.
to get the comic book first. But hey, thank you all to all those who hung out and watched, who hung out in the chat with us for past hour and a half. We, as always, enjoyed it. We want to be faithful with your time. Y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you are celebrating this holiday season. Best wishes for you. I hope that you have a great time. Spend some good time with family and friends. Catch up on some reading and filing of your comic books. And above all, we look forward to seeing you after the first of the year. We'll be back in 2 weeks from today. That will be the next giveaway show. It'll be 3 weeks. 3 weeks, because we're taking 2 weeks off. So 2 Wednesdays we will be off over the next few weeks. The last stream should be a 24-hour stream.
So the contract negotiations have begun. So
just like with James Gunn, there will be recastings going on. You might see somebody else sitting in the pink room next year, because the contract negotiations are currently ongoing. And yeah, we do need an after show. Hey, look, you know what?
I'm gonna miss you, Paul.
If y'all think that
the last stream should be 24 hours
on the channel, y'all make sure and message him. Let him know. Let me know if you think he should have his own after show for the giveaway, like after the giveaway show, a separate show. Let him know. We'd love to hear about that. If you have other show ideas for the channel, hit me up. Let me know, because I'm open to ideas. I'd love to hear it.
Hold on now.
Is excited.
One step at a time, man. Hold on.
Paul Uncensored.
So I know Paul. Yeah, Paul. There you go. Paul After Dark. Paul, that's all you would have to ever say. Sponsored by Just for Men.
On HBO.
Yeah, there you go. We got a built-in sponsor right there.
Oh man!
All right. So hey, everybody. Paul's called the Coming Out Show.
You know, Disney would be they would jump on that. You know, if you're the Coming Out Show, Paul.
They would
totally jump on you.
Like, we want to get the show. We want to get the show.
All right. All right, hey. So, but seriously though, I've enjoyed hanging out with them. Yes, you'll still see all your favorites after the first of the year. But like Paul said, we are in the midst of contract negotiations. We are now having to negotiate convention appearances of all things for Paul to show up at conventions because he wants a 5-star accommodation. He wants free transportation. He wants he wants all kinds of things. So we'll be letting you know we need a show done remote at Hooters.
He's banned from there too.
So all right, so hey, we thank you guys for tuning in. Just a couple quick reminders as we wind it down. We've got let's see. Where's my slides? All right. Yeah. So this has been the giveaway show that you're watching. This is episode number 51. We will be picking up with episode number 52 in 3 weeks. We'll be coming back in January with a whole new slate and panel, possibly a new show, but we'll see. Lots of fun stuff. Keep an eye out this week for the top 10 Punisher comics that you should be checking out right now. That's the video I've shot but have yet to edit. Top 12 comics characters you should be watching right now. Lots of good hints to add for books to add to your collection. I didn't go with the ones that everybody's talking about. I tried to pick some other ones that maybe haven't been mentioned as much, but yeah, check that out as well. As always, thank you so much for being here for the giveaway show. I am Carlos Collects Comics, and this is my channel, and I'm excited every time that we get to hang out because I love talking about this hobby that we all love. I'm going to give these guys a quick chance to say good night and give some final thoughts and shout outs as we approach the end of the year. So I'll let Mr. Future Batman go first.
Hey, thanks for having me on here. The greatest show on Wednesday nights. With one of the greatest panels that I've probably been on, possibly been on. So it was fun, and I hope you guys have a really good holiday season and the rest of the year. Merry Christmas to you guys, and happy holidays. So I'll see you guys next year, guys.
Awesome.
Be safe, by the way. Be safe. Be
Awesome.
safe. Don't drink too much. No, not enough eggnog or anything like that. Be
There
safe.
you go.
Safe guy.
All right, let's bring it to Mr. Collector. Mr. Collector.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I just want to say first, thank you, Carlos, for letting me come on the show with y'all. For the past few weeks, I really enjoy it, and I know next year is going to be even better than this year. So I really do appreciate it. Yeah, everyone, I know it's last minute shopping, so please be careful wherever you are at driving, because I know over here it's supposed to get dangerous on the road. So, really think before going out there if it's really worth it. But everyone be careful out there. Have a Merry Christmas and a New Year's. And
Somebody got their contract approved.
I'm going to miss you, Paul. I really am. Other than that, thank you all again. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Paul. Future Batman, of course. Glad you came on tonight. Great show. Other than that, that's it. And again, Paul, I'm going to miss you, man.
All right, I just want to say somebody got their contract approved. We're just waiting on Future Batman and Teresa and whoever else he's getting on there. But no, Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank y'all for always showing and supporting us, and we just have a great time with everybody. And like Green Machine said, he don't know what he's going to be doing for 2 weeks. He's like, damn, I was going to watch Wednesday nights, but I'm just going to do something before we come back. But check me and Jen out tomorrow on the auction, power auction tomorrow. So that'll be our last one too for the new year. For Christmas. But like I said, always happy to be on here with Carlos. Carlos is, it's gone. I didn't think it was going to be going like this, but always happy and seeing the success and everybody in the chat always coming and supporting and just engaging with us. That's what I like the most. And like I said, at first we were talking about DC. I'm like, ugh, but then we went into the 80s and then all the 80s cartoons, man. It's just like, You
So
bring your
much
childhood
love.
back, man. That was the greatest thing right there. And these kids nowadays are not going to be able to ever experience what we've experienced. Well, at least I have.
I see.
Because y'all are like
See
90s
Carlos.
and 2000s, but y'all don't know about the 80s that much. But I always appreciate it, and that's why the second part of the show was great. So thank y'all for always coming and supporting us. And like I said, and congratulations to Carlos. Successful shows going on, and we'll be back for the new year.
Awesome.
You already got one guy already happy.
Hey guys, hey, listen. So for those who are, because I saw somebody just asked, and when we start joking around with Paul, no, Paul is not going anywhere. So so don't worry about that. Look, he's muttering now. So, all right. So hey, listen, thank y'all so much for being here again. We look forward to being back with you after the first of the year. We were excited about the direction of this show. We're also excited about Monday Halls live, and then we're just some cool stuff going on with the channel. Looking forward to breaking the watch hour thing so that the channel can get monetized. For those who want to help with that, pick one of the playlists and just let it play at your office while you're working. Just click play on one of the playlists that have up the watch hours. I think we're at about 3,500 out of 4,000, so we just need a few hundred more, and that actually adds up really quickly. So just pick a playlist, watch it, get some good content, some good tips, and help out the channel. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. It really does mean a lot that you guys come and stick with us. I know that El Green, you mentioned, what are you going to do for 2 weeks without the show on? Hey, message us, let us know what you think. Make sure and go back, rewatch some of the old episodes. Watch some of the older episodes, some of the first episodes, and you can see Paul's face. Like, how long do I have to be on here? I can't believe I agreed to come on here with this guy.
Tick, tick, tick.
All right. So right, exactly. Yeah. But now he loves it. He looks forward to it. He messages me, man. What? Will we doing a show or what? What's going on? All right. So hey, but thank y'all so much for being here with us. We are glad that you guys joined us. Mr. Collector, turn on your camera. All right, so we're gonna be back with you guys. Yeah, there you go. He's fixing his hair, folks. All right. So hey, it's been good. We miss you already. We miss you already, Paul. It's like he's gone already. All right, guys. Hey, y'all take it easy. Have a great night, and we will see you in the new year. Best wishes, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to all of you. We'll see ya.